Hey everybody, Andy Stickle here. Just want to go over a very basic internet marketing principle, but a principle that once you kind of understand this principle, it kind of really opens your mind about internet marketing and looking at different types of traffic. Last week I was at Funnel Hacking Live, and I've known about the three types of traffic that Russell Brunson is the founder of ClickFunnels, and he puts out a lot of really good marketing material. And one of the things that he talks about is that there's three types of traffic. And I absolutely agree with him. And I'm going to teach you what those three types of traffic are, and then what the most important type of traffic is, and then what the goal should be for all of your marketing campaigns. So let's get started. So the first type of traffic, if my slide will change here, is traffic that you don't control. Now, traffic that you don't control is anything organic, like search engine optimization, for example. You can't really control who comes to your website. You can rank for keywords, different things like that, but you're not actually turning on and turning off a campaign. So the problem with traffic you don't control is you don't control it. Your traffic is dependent on outside factors. So for example, let's say you're killing it with SEO and then Google makes a algorithm change. All of a sudden your traffic goes away. So traffic you don't control is not a good thing. It's not bad, but the goal needs to be to convert traffic you don't control into another type of traffic. So next is traffic that you control. Now, traffic that you control can be defined as traffic that comes from things like pay-per-click advertising, for example. So for pay-per-click advertising, you can turn on, turn off the traffic. You can run Facebook ads, you can run Google AdWords, different things like that. And you can dictate who comes to your website, but you have to pay for it. So you can control the traffic. It's not completely under your control, like the first type of traffic, but it's still not the ideal type of traffic. So that brings me to the third type of traffic, which is traffic that you own. Now, traffic that you own is the best type of traffic, and your goal should be to turn all traffic that you control and all traffic that you don't control into traffic that you own. Traffic that you own consists of traffic that follows you. Traffic that you own is mostly consisting of your mailing list, because you can have a Facebook group, you can have a Facebook following, you can have an Instagram following, you can have a Twitter following, you can have all those things. And those are all great. And those are kind of a hybrid between traffic you control and traffic you own. But the problem is, the second Zuckerberg decides that he doesn't like you having this traffic anymore, he can shut down your group, or maybe Facebook, maybe later Facebook is not the biggest platform. Same thing with Twitter or Instagram. If you've got a ton of followers on these platforms, it's great. Use it. You can definitely get a lot of leverage out of there. But what you need to do is you need to get everybody's email address, because traffic that you own is the best type of traffic. Now, if you have everybody's email address and Facebook or let's say Facebook goes under, something happens, I don't know, something happens with Facebook goes under and your group is gone. Now you still have that traffic. You can also send out emails. You can do all that kind of stuff. So with everything you do with internet marketing, you need to kind of think about how do I convert this traffic that I'm controlling or the traffic that I'm not controlling into traffic that I own. And this is a good example for pay-per-click advertising, for Facebook ads, things like that. A lot of times what happens is people will run an ad, and then that's the end of the ad. So basically it's traffic you control, and it's great. Maybe you'll get results, maybe you won't. But the problem is that you're never actually owning that traffic. What you need to do is you need to figure out a way, and if you follow me long enough, you'll see a lot of different ways that I do it. So instead of just running an ad with a phone number, run an ad to download an ebook that they have to enter their email address for. And that's how you convert traffic you control and traffic you don't control into traffic that you own. So this is a very simple concept. But it really makes a huge difference when you kind of apply it to internet marketing. It's changed my life. It's changed the life of a lot of my clients. But if you can start thinking with everything you do, how do I convert this traffic into traffic that I own? How do I get their email address? How do I get them on my email list? Then you're going to have a lot of success in the future. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.